Wilma. Got it.
Are you?
Good morning. Welcome, everyone.
Good morning.
And what happened to Dr. Maya?
I was going to say, wait, she just dropped.
Oh, she'll be back on. Well, welcome, Pauline and Marco and Rosemary and Wilma and Nicole and Jeanette. And here comes Maya coming back on. We have Terry Holcomb joining us from North Carolina, a friend of mine who's being our Zoom techie today. And Rosemary, have you met Terry yet? Aha, Terry, a person to connect you with. Rosemary is also in North Carolina. She's my mentor, Reverend Rosemary, and she's been here. She's been a minister in residence as well, and is a minister in residence.
Right.
Chris, you are recording all of this. You are aware of that?
Well, you know what? Let's stop the recording, Terry.
So she has been leading us in what we are slowly forming ever more clearly, what unity and indigenous or shamanic traditions, and bringing them into our awareness. And those of us who want to go deep into it, who want to practice, would want to be really transformed by, are taking classes when she's with us. So today is the equinox, and this group of students of hers have prepared the ceremony that she's now presenting to us. So I give her as much time to do that. And here is Reverend Chris with her students.
Thank you, and others, not just the people in the class, but thank you all. This is my last Sunday here. I fly home tomorrow. And as much as I have loved being here in the snow, really, it's been a treat to have a month in the winter in Montreal. I know you guys are tired of it. But I'm looking forward to being home in 60 degrees and sunny. But it's been great. I want to thank you for your hospitality, and for all those who were able to be in the Wednesday class. We did a deep dive into some key shamanic skills, you know. Anyway, I look forward to for those who want to take another deep dive in June when I'm back. I look forward to that. But just to kind of put the shamanism in context, shamanism is just the oldest spiritual practice known. It's thousands of years old. It goes back to the oral traditions. Every culture has had their medicine people, not necessarily called shamans. That's from the Tungus tribe in Mongolia. They didn't call it that. They just had medicine people, right? Who had skills and was supported by their communities to practice those skills on behalf of the community for healing and getting information. It still persists today. And I'm actually taking a class from the Rhine Center on Thursday nights, and it's all about nature-based spirituality across all traditions. And last night was actually about shamanism, and she had like a dozen slides all about it, all from all around the world. And it's my privilege to share some of those practices with you, because just like we can't all be yo-yo ma, but we all have the ability to hold an instrument and to play it. Some people spend their lifetime becoming masterful and put in their 10,000 hours or more, and some people just love to listen. But it's an innate ability that humans have. And there's another research that Columbia University that I've been exposed to this week, that she's a psychologist. They're studying the human brain, that we have in our brains, in this executive function here. We actually have what she calls our spiritual core. And people are doing brain research, you know, with the kind that, for example, that look at the different parts of your brain that light up when you're doing certain things. They said 1/3 of it is innate. 2/3 of its function is practice. So they call it the spiritual core, and it's a brain function. Can you imagine that? Oh, wow. Anyway, I'm looking forward to learning more about that. So thank you for this time for sharing. It is the equinox. It's a beautiful time to celebrate spring. I noticed that the snowdrops are coming up on the front of Unity Center of Montreal on the hill at the front of the church. And that was one of the east direction plants. Everybody said, oh, snowdrops come up this time of year. Yeah, they're there. They're there. So on the way out today, take a look over there. We are going to celebrate by doing a congregational experience with those of you on Zoom and in the sanctuary. We're going to welcome in the directions in the way that we've been practicing and the cardinal directions. And we're also going to have a blessing packet or a nature mandala. It's called a despacho in Quechua in the Peruvian tradition. It's a methodology, a ceremony for offering beautiful gratitude through natural objects. And we're going to make one together as part of our experience today. And then I'm going to fold it up into a packet. Despacho is not the soup, as much as I like that. It's spelled D like dog, E-S-P-A-C-H-O, despacho. Think of it as a dispatch of blessings. We're packaging up blessings and we're sending them off to spirit. The way we're going to send them off is to bring them to the earth. This is an earth blessing today. And I dug a hole on the front at the landing of the stairs, a shallow hole, and we'll bury later after the service. If you want to stick around, you can join us for that. We're going to bury it and let it compost. It's all natural items. So we'll let it compost into the earth and feed and nourish the earth, because that's what you do this time of year. This is the time when the earthworms are coming back to life and the plants and everything is living. So we're going to contribute to that. So we have a lot of different people that are part of the ceremony. First, let me invite you to get a glass of water or a glass of tea, maybe a cookie. There's some out in the foyer if you guys want to participate in this. This is totally optional, but you can bring it in here and put it on basically, this is a group altar that we have here next to today's candles. And I wanted to thank Gloria for being our camera person today. She's personing the sanctuary cam, so you guys can get a good view of, everyone can get a good view of what we're doing. But this is a good opportunity to charge up things that you can ingest into your own energy system, into your own body, food, water, whatever you like. And just being in your space and just treating it as sacred, it's absorbing the energy of this wonderful ceremony that we're going to be doing together. We also invite you, if you want to take your shoes off, maybe even your socks, and feel the earth. And I'm actually going to do that. So take a couple of minutes right now, get your supplies. I'm going to take my boots off here. It's not too cold in the sanctuary, but it's a way to connect. It's a way to connect with the earth. So take a couple of minutes and get situated. And then we're going to open with Marco's beautiful poem. And then we're going to pass a talking stick around. All right, but let's get situated, get your food and water, take off your shoes, and we'll be. Terry, let's turn the recording back on. Welcome back. Let's see, I don't think I'm that flexible, but look, I'm in my socks. So yes, I'm feeling a little closer to the earth today, a little bit closer. All right, let's begin our ceremony. Marco, we turn it over to you. Please unmute.
All right, thank you so much, Reverend Chris. Is it possible to share the screen with my poem? All right, thank you. So for me, spring is sunlight. Can you hear me? Sunlight coming back to us. So here's a very short poem that in my Unity beginnings 4 or 5 years ago that I wrote. So sunlight. We are part of planet Earth, orbiting around the sun. We are part of the Son of God, which is divine light. We are the light within us, which is inner light. Written by Marco's Divine Inner Light. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Marco. Yeah, aho.
Yeah, so the next one I'll read at the closing, right?
Yes, thank you. All right, we're gonna, if you can spotlight back on me here. we are going to start this ceremony. This is an active ceremony that you're all a part of. So we're going to begin by passing our talking stick. This is from North Carolina, from the group of people, a tribe that I'm part of that meets for the full moon and the new moon. We have a fire ceremony, and you can see that it's encrusted with, I call them spiritual barnacles, all kinds of good things, because we all take turns taking it home, taking it on our travels. And this has been all the way to Oregon on the West Coast. And now this is its first international visit in Montreal. And I have added some British Columbia jade as a remembrance of the energy of Montreal. So we're going to pass this around. We're going to give each person 1 minute to share what this time of year means to you. Yeah, it could be a memory, a story, a feeling, or you don't have to say anything. Just hold the stick in silence, and then we'll pass it to the next person. So I'm actually going to start with the people on Zoom. So I'm going to call on one of you, and then you're going to pass the talking stick to somebody else on Zoom, and we'll do all the Zoom and people, and then we'll do the people here in the room. Okay. So remember, you don't have to take the talking stick, but if you have a pencil, so watch this. I'm passing it to Anna. I'm passing the talking stick to Anna, and now she's accepting it. Woo! Magical. There it is. Go ahead, Anna. And don't forget to unmute. What does this time of year mean?
It means renewal and sap. And sap is a part of renewal. I mean, especially for the trees, but for people too. In fact, in a couple of weeks' time, en famille, as we say around here, we'll be going to the Sugar Shack to celebrate my oldest brother's birthday, which is March 31st. And yeah, I think for me, the main spirit of spring is renewal. And I look forward to seeing the buds get all fat on the end of the branches and then slowly start to bloom with the increasing warmth of the sun and the cool nights, and little by little having the leaves come out until there's a total canopy of green, signaling a change in seasons heading into summer. So I will now pass. Thank you very much for the opportunity to share that, and we shall pass yield talking stick to the next person on my Zoom screen, going from left to right. Wilma.
Yeah, and let's show the way we express appreciation between people after they go is a little rubbing of the hand. They can see that on Zoom.
Stick is over to you.
Thank you so much, Reverend, and thank you so much, Anna. And for me, it is all about rebirth. It is all about seeing the growth of love in families, in friends, in loved ones, and most of all, our center of unity, in seeing rebirth there. And it's coming, and it's well on its way. And I am giving thanks for that. And I welcome that stick. It's going to stay within me as part of me. And I would love to hand it over to someone who is very near and dear to me, and that is Susan.
And unfortunately, Susan's not with us. She's here in spirit.
I thought I had seen her there.
No, pick another near and dear person to your heart.
Oh, yes, and you are all near and dear, but Susan and myself have been friends at Unity for years and years. And Nicole, I don't want you to be jealous, but Nicole is also one of my heartthrobs.
Thank you, Wilma. Well, I think along the lines, that's it. It's rebirth, it's renewal, it's going out a whole lot more and seeing nature just come into life again with, and this sharing that nature has with us has this beautiful effect on us. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel when spring comes around. It's as if I come to life all over again, from hibernation to life. So thank you very much for this opportunity. And I will pass it to, actually, this is hard to choose. You're all my beloveds, but I will choose Reverend Maya, our minister.
And Maya, you need to unmute, please. Thank you.
What I want to share is I'm here in a land that is being parched by wildfires over and over again. But in these last couple of months, we've had an unbelievable amount of rain. And now everything is green. I mean, from whole sections parched and burned to green. And people are saying, we never seen Topanga so green. I mean, it's like it's not Topanga, it's green. And I'm very, just almost wordless, speechless about how nature comes back with the power, with the vibrancy, with the vitality in this greenness. And I'm in the midst of it. And that's where I stand with myself and the work with Unity Center of Montreal. And I pass the stick on to, where is all these lovely folks? I am passing it on to Marjorie.
Thank you, Dr. Maya. I'm so glad to be here. And I'm so happy for spring. For me, it's a renewal in so many ways, for my creativity, the love around me, and also a renewal of hope for the future of our beautiful planet. Thank you.
And Marjorie, who would you like to pass the talking stick to?
I am going to pass to Reverend Rosemary.
Thank you, Marjorie. Yes, I would like to share the idea, the realization, the heart awareness that every being, every person, every creature shares that awareness of returning to life, to love, to joy, and even bliss that we are experiencing as part of a season of spring. And I'd like to pass the stick to Marco.
Thank you, Reverend Rosemary. So I'm holding the stick. And for me, the stick, like the flower behind me, is pure light from spirit, which unites all of us. No matter what we're going through, we have faith that the light will shine within us and will illuminate our life, and the love for everybody, every creature in nature, every flower, every butterfly, every tree like I'm holding now. It's still alive, as Jesus is still alive within us. And we pray, and we're grateful for the life that we have. Thank you. Now I'd like to pass it on to Lori, our new minister in residence.
Thank you, Marco. Hello, everybody. I have a stick. I'm in a park for this very moment, and I'd like to use the word connection, that this stick represents connection. And as I hold it horizontally, I think of the connection between each and every one of us as people, as a human race, that we are connected when we hold the stick, just like in a relay race. We can only go when we pass the baton, the stick, on to others, just as you've passed the beautiful stick along to so many throughout the US. I also want to acknowledge the connection if we hold the stick horizontally. When we hold the stick horizontally, now we can connect Mother Earth and Father God, and we are that conduit to connection of earth, heaven, and earth. And thank you for passing the stick to me. I now pass it to Anna.
I think Anna went, but I think Terry's left here.
Terry, there we go. Hi, Terry.
Thank you, Lori.
You
Thanks
now have
for
a stick.
Yeah.
Hello, thank you.
Mary?
And I have my stick here. I have my wooden flute. This time of year is not only of the renewal, but the colors, the beauty that just pops in nature. And we just ground ourselves in appreciation for what nature brings to us. And this time of year, we sit down and we talk about all the things that we're going to plant and grow in our garden to nourish us through the year. And we just, it's excitement of the different things we want to try, the new things we want to try to grow. And that's the excitement of this, of all the creatures being born. We love the babies that are out there, and with just the appreciation of what nature brings us and to nourish us too, not only in our soul, the beauty that it brings, but also to nourish our bodies to continue with this wonderful life.
Oops.
And now let's see, has everybody online?
I think Jeanette is still.
Jeanette, where? Oh, Jeanette. Okay, Jeanette, are you there? I don't see her. Okay, Chris,
Maybe we can circle back to Jeanette.
let's get Chris back and then see if,
I'm here.
okay.
Hold on, I'm getting feedback though.
Yes, there's feedback on it.
How about now?
Still
Why am
feedback.
I getting feedback?
Shut one of your volumes off.
Yeah, there's an extra.
Marjorie, do you want to mute yourself?
All right, how about now? Ooh, is that better?
No, there's still something that maybe in the sanctuary that's picking up.
All right. Now I'm sounding okay. All right.
Yes.
We're gonna be passing the stick in the sanctuary, and you're gonna see if Terry, if you can move the camera to the sanctuary cam.
Okay.
And people will just have to talk aloud because the mic is actually the laptop mic. Okay, Gloria has the talking stick.
Just holding this, it has so much energy and life that it's a real our spirits, the awakening, everything around us, pushing through the ground, just coming forth with life and beauty and color, robins, flowers, baby lambs and chickens and everything that occurs. A confirmation, a visual confirmation of divine order and divine timing. Reminds me of Easter and all that that brings. And for me personally, family and going home, which I'm home to my birthplace and my brother's, where I will be going on Wednesday. So with lots of gratitude, I will pass this on to Victoria.
All right, then. Thank you so much, Gloria. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that's shared. Every single person has shared something in my heart that I feel as well. Just the canopy of green that's coming back to the trees that are bare, the carpets of grass, all the flowers, all the seeds bursting forth, just all the newness, robin's eggs, mommies with babies, music, love, reverence. And one of the sweet things in my heart is the promise that we have every year that this season will return after the long winter. So I thank you, God, for that.
How are we doing on sound for those of you on Zoom? Can you hear?
Yep.
Okay, wonderful.
Can you hear the music that it makes?
Can you hear the bells ringing? Woo!
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at that sun behind you. Look at that sun behind you, Sharifa. Woo-wee. Beautiful.
What springtime means to me. Louder. What springtime means to me is letting go. Letting go of the heaviness of the long, dark winter days into the lightness and sunshine and longer days of spring. It also means to me cleansing and rebirth, because in the spring we have a lot of rain that cleanses the earth, and things begin to grow and we begin to move, and from the old into the new. So that's how I feel about springtime. I love the springtime. I'm so grateful and blessed to be alive during this time. And also, I just want to say, I thank everybody for supporting me through my challenge. Thank you, everyone. I love you. And I pass it to, I'm sorry, I'm going way.
We love you.
Okay.
To Nancy.
Mary.
Mary, I'm sorry. Mary, thank you.
I'm going through a very challenging time, but this too shall pass. And in the meantime, we're going to stay very close to spirit, to unity, and to the strength of women, and emotional, spiritual support to get me through this difficult period or transition, or I don't know what I'm going through. So my name is Mary. If you could keep me in your prayers to keep me strong and rebirthed. Thank you. Beautiful stick, by the way.
Thank you, Mary.
I like the ladybug.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. And Mary passes it to Catherine.
Well, it is wonderful to actually
actually be holding this and to feel everything that it is emitting. Spring is, as has already been noted, renewal, rebirth, reawakening of so much in our lives, in our world. And as we are in the Lenten season, it's a reawakening of the Christ light within each of us. Feeling that light and love and sending it to the universe and beyond. I am grateful for this Unity Center that I have been a part of for many, many years. For the love and support it has given me. For the opportunity to awaken on so many different levels. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Catherine, it's your turn.
I give it to Sandra.
Sandra. I think I can do two hands here.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Reverend Chris. Each time I come here, it's a blessing for me. Me also, I've been welcomed and receiving so much love every time. And even when I'm there, not there, the memory of this love stays with me. I am very grateful to hold this. And what I feel from this is all the love that have been put to build it, to participate in a oneness and in the love and the thankfulness and all the beauties of the earth, of nature, and the beauty of the hearts that have built and participate in putting every single little piece that's so beautiful. What spring means to me, one word comes in my mind each time, it's transformation. It's like rebirth, renewal, transformation, and allowing the love everywhere we go, everywhere I go, to transform me and to stay in my heart, to allow me to be one with my loved ones and every living being, and with nature, with the beauty of life. And I thank every single day where I can feel and breathe in this love that I want also to share, whatever is in my heart, to share with everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm grateful. And I pass the stick to Reverend Chris.
I'll trade you the mic. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, since I have the power of the stick charged with all of your beautiful words, I can't think of a better.
Camera's off.
Hold on. There we go. Okay. I can't think of a better ceremony than what everyone shared. It's so beautiful. Well, my sharing, I did at the very beginning, but I'll just say, I'm so grateful for every one of you, because your keyword transformation for spring, that's what I feel every time I spend a month with you all. That's what I feel. November, as a result of November, a massive transformation, I retired. And then who knows what this month will bring, but already I have some clues and clarity for my ministry and kind of remembering my ministerial vows, and it wouldn't have happened without being with all of you. So thank you. And to all of you on Zoom, I so appreciate it. So anyway, let's continue with our despacho. I would like to invite everyone in the sanctuary to stand up. Let me put down our talking stick. I'll put it here in front of our Zoom community so you guys can hold that space.
Are we bringing goodies up?
You don't have to bring your goodies up. What we're going to do is make this together rather quickly. I'm going to first, we've got Gloria on the sanctuary cam, and we've got Sandra with the mic. I'm just, this is the paper for our despacho. I'm just kind of blessing the paper here with a circle representing life. And I'm connecting the east and the west. That's okay. And I'm connecting the north and the south, east and the west, birth and death, right? New light and sunsets, and north and south, spirit and earth, just like Reverend Lori mentioned with the vertical stick. So it doesn't quite look like that, but you get the feeling. It's all about the intention. All right, so this is called a blessing packet. We're going to fill it with the beautiful, we have a little charcuterie here for spirit of some flowers and greenery and some stones. And we're just going to place them as we take turns opening the directions. So I believe Anna is starting with our opening direction on Zoom. And as she opens it, I invite everybody to just take whatever it is they feel represents the east for them. The east is right here. I'll just start it with a stone. Anything that you like, we're not decorating, we're reverently placing, right? So you just kind of, spirit of the east, all the things you're thankful for, like the sunrise, trying to charge it up with your energy, place it in that direction, and then just snap your fingers. Yeah, got it? All right, let's go. No, you can do it together as a group. You don't have to take turns. All we're taking turns on is who's saying the direction. So Anna, please greet the spirits of the east for us.
Okay, and I'd like to do that with a poem by Mary Oliver, and it's entitled Why I Wake Early. Hello, sun in my face. Hello, you who make the morning and spread it over the fields and into the faces of the tulips and the nodding morning glories, and into the windows of even the miserable and crotchety. Watch now how I start the day in happiness, in kindness. Amen.
Thank you. All right, well, we're getting a start there. And now for the south, we have Sandra.
Welcome, loving spirits and guides of the South, and for being with us and assist us during this wonderful ceremony we are having now, and we are offering to the universe. Thank you so much for the sunshine, mountains, rivers, and seas. trees, birds, in growth, warmth, joy, in beauty. And of course, inspiration. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Please add something to the despacho there. And now we turn to the west, going clockwise around our field of consciousness, our integrated field of consciousness. And I invite Terry to do the west briefly. We're just going to speed it up a little bit.
Okay, and I'm going to be facing the west, so a little bit of back to me. I'll try to talk loud enough.
We can hear you.
Welcome, loving and compassionate spirit of the West. We thank you for the element of water. We thank you for the gifts you give to our lives, from the rain to the waterfalls, to the sunsets. We thank you.
Oh, thank you, Terry. And now Victoria for the north, which is this corner.
Yes, all right.
Aho.
Aho, and welcome, great spirits of the north. I want to honor my grandmother and all of our ancestral grandmothers and grandfathers. Aho, thank you for your wisdom, your love, your guidance, and helping us sustain endurance in our lifetimes. Welcome and blessings. Thank you for all our sustainability in honor of the water spirit in all forms: rain, snow, glaciers, streams, rivers, lakes, and oceans. Thank you for the beautiful thriving landmass, grand mountains, lush thriving forests, bush, and all plants. Thank you for all birds, land, and sea animals. Thank you for the wind, the pure, clean air we breathe. Thank you for the deep, infinite sky, the fiery sun, the moon, all galaxies with all possibilities. Thank you for all of these sacred blessings for growth and sustainability. We give you our love, our thanks, and blessings in return. Namaste.
Thank you, Victoria. And in the interest of time, if Terry doesn't mind, I'm going to do the upper and lower worlds and then have Anna close with the soul. Thank you for being with us today, celebrating the equinox. Spirit helpers and spirit beings of the upper world, in the angelic realm, in the ascended master realm, up in where all of our guides and teachers are. Thank you for being with us today as we stand on the Mother Earth and welcome the loving, compassionate spirits of all the elements, the beings in all kingdoms, and all our relations for joining us. I greet you with kisses from my stocking feet.
Frozen stocking.
Thank you. And Anna, would you please close us with the soul?
O great living soul who connects and binds all living things, we thank you for your eternal love and wisdom, for your creativity and protection. Guide us through this day and this ceremony. Guide us through our time here together. And may what we do as one be to your everlasting, be like your everlasting, in your everlasting likeness. Namaste.
Thank you. To the piano, and please have a seat. That was a beautiful ceremony. She did her poem.
I didn't do my
I thought you did.
that was the
Oh, okay.
Chris, we're having trouble hearing.
Chris looks frozen.
Chris, one of your screens frozen.
Sanctuary cam is good, but we can't hear anything. Can we be heard?
Yes,
Yeah,
we hear you.
we're not hearing anything at the sanctuary.
Moment of silence.
Oh, you're coming in now.
Beautiful.
You can hear us?
Yep.
Okay. So this is a poem that I wrote for my father just before he passed to the other side. And I've been making contact with him through some of the ceremonies that we're doing in our shamanic journeying. So I promised him that I would read this poem that I wrote for him. And it's entitled Me. Airplanes go so high, not as high as I. Little distance to be felt between two hearts that do melt into the stream of purity. Snow-capped mountain peaks, winds that shake me in my seat. Wake up, said the rooster to the jet black field of new seeds. Wake up, said the sun to the many rows of green. Stand up tall, outstretch your arms, give of yourself until the last kernel is buried for more. Thank you for this beautiful despacho creation and honoring the directions. While Sandra plays some music for us, I'll close this up while everyone takes a seat. No, I want them to. Oh, you want to gather around the piano? Yes. Oh, even more fun. Yes.
We're on camera, so let's see. Terry, if you can turn off the Despacho Sanctuary cam and just put it on the laptop. You guys can see us all gathered around the piano.
Wonderful. I am happy to share this with you all. We are going first to do a mantra. I will sing. We have a set of three, 2 times each, 2 times, twice. And I'll sing it once, and you will sing it the second time. And then the second one, I'll sing it, and it's easy. It's not very. And the third one, we'll do it twice. Okay?
The title is I Am Love. Okay. And it was composed in 1986 or something.
You composed it.
Yes.
Yes.
And the lyrics and
Yes.
the very simple song. And no, I mean I am love. That's song. Have the lyrics, but in the chorus, I'll guide you are love. Judgment is blind. Only love sees. So I'll free my mind from all my fears. No more need to blame anyone from every wrong I feel. Just need my perception. See love in everything. I am love. You are love. I am love. I am love. You are love.
Amazing.
Oh, well, if that doesn't get you to come to the sanctuary, nothing will. I mean, that was so energizing. Oh, that was good. Oh, this was so great. All right. This concludes with Marco's poem is going to end and close this ceremony officially. And then just a couple little things couple announcements before we actually end our service today. But Marco, please gift us with the closing poem.
Sure. Can you hear me? And this was not planned, but right after Sandra's beautiful song, I Am Love and You Are Love, I'll read to you a poem that I wrote a few years ago called Divine Love. We are divine love. So I'd like to dedicate this poem to all of you because I deeply love each one of you. And also Sandra, who is the heart and soul of our community right now and bringing us so much joy and happiness and joy and love. So thank you, Sandra. So divine presence is the joy of being conscious that we are the divine love within each of us. So we are the divine love. And God is the sum of all love. Connecting with our heart is the joy of being human. Let us enjoy, celebrate, and be grateful for the present moment of our journey on planet Earth, orbiting around the sun. Love, Marco, poet of divinity. I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Marco. Aho. We rub our hands in appreciation together for you.
Thank you.
So this is kind of an interesting, kind of a non-pulpit way to close. You know? I'm just sitting on the floor in front of the piano. I feel like I should be snapping my fingers. You know, this feels so good with the sun coming in. I hope that you all enjoyed this celebration of the equinox today. To close, just a couple of things. In the interest of time, we're not going to do our regular closing things. Nothing could be better than this whole way that we wrapped it up. But you are invited to join us for another impromptu conversation with Dr. Maya. We'll just do it in the sanctuary. We're talking about circles and other kinds of activities. So just continuing the short conversation from last week, I also invite you to remember to make love offerings and donations to the Unity Center of Montreal online or in the sanctuary or by check. So feel free to do that. And probably we should maybe close with the prayer of protection. That sound good? Yeah. Okay. And Sandra, if I hold the mic, can you lead us in the prayer of protection? You got it?
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Thank you very much. And we will be having the Ponce du jour, right? Did you put that up? Yes. We will be doing that. Let's ask Dr. Maya if she wants to do that today. What do you feel, Dr. Maya?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Yes, please.
Are we running late? Are we running late? I don't have the...
Yes, about by like 20 minutes.
Okay. All right. Okay, then why don't we move into our conversation, huh?
Okay.
And we'll suspend it for one time.
Do you guys just want to sit here?
Because
For this?
I'm gonna put my boots on.
Okay, but let's just do it right here. We got the mic and everybody can hear. This is great. Yeah, I kind of like this sort of living room feel for our conversation.
Do you want me to stop the recording?
Yes, please.
About 15 minutes.